5 because in the last section we had put this font size as 35. Okay, now body font size put it 15 because obviously in the last section we had put it to 15. Okay, fine. Now scroll down. Here is the padding. If you remember, the padding was 50 20 50 20. Okay, so it looks cool. Now again, use custom style for button. Scroll down, decrease the size of the button to 15. This looks fine. Now everything is fine. And now let's remove this background color. We don't want that because we want a beautiful background image. So just tick mark this. Now click on save changes. Now hover here and hover here, you'll see this gear icon, column gear icon. Just click on that. Scroll down, select the design section, scroll down. Now you'll see column 2 background color and column 2 background image. So from column 2 background image, click on this upload button. Now select this image, this one, the shoes image. Click on open. Now click on upload an image. As you can see, this looks fine now. Now from here only click on general and click on use custom gutter width and decrease this from 3 to 2. This looks fine now. Now click on save changes. And again, let's make this image. So instead of doing the same thing again, let's copy this whole section. So just click on this copy button. Okay, now as you can see, we have this same section 2 times. Now let's scroll this and drag this below the shoes section. Okay, fine. Now we have to do some changes over here. The last one is accessories. So come over here, click on this gear icon. Instead of clothing, it will be accessories. Rest everything, let it be same. So it's just for the sake of just to show you guys how you do this. Now design, let's decrease the font for this one because accessories is quite a long word. So let's decrease to 30 pixels. This looks fine. Click on save changes. Okay, now again click on over here. We have to change the background image. So click on the design button. Now select this one. We have to change the image now. Select this one. Click on open. Okay, sorry, it was another image. Click on upload file. Select the file. This is the file we want. Click on open. Now click on upload an image. Now we have to change this product from clothing to accessories. So just click on this gear icon and here untick clothing and tick accessories. Now click on save changes. As you can see, we are seeing the accessories. So if you have noticed, using this copy feature, we have saved a lot of time. And we have successfully made the very important section, which was the product section. And as you see, we using your creativity, you can make so many beautiful things like this. We didn't have to use any Corel Draw or Photoshop to make images like this. We just used a background image and we put some title and subtitle and a call to action button, and this looks so cool. In this lecture, we'll be creating this beautiful section, the info box section. And at this time, as you can see, we have colored these logos, the icons, and this is looking very beautiful. So let's start making this one. To start creating this, come back to your home page and make sure the visual builder is enabled. Scroll down. Now click on this blue plus sign, which is to add a new section, and select regular. And this time, as you can see in the website, there are 3 different columns. So select 3 columns from here. and this is blurb. So select the blurb module, select this one. Now the title is suit your time, so type in suit your time, all capital. Fine. AM or PM delivery adjust, whatever that is, just type in that. There's no URL, so just leave that blank. Use icon, yes, we want to use icon. Select the icon, we have this time icon over here. So just search for that time icon from here. There is a time icon over here, but that one is different. So let's search for that one because that is looking more beautiful. Okay, so this is the time icon, as you can see. Select this one. Scroll down. Now let's change the color of the icon. Now if you remember the code which we are using, the default code for the color is #3FB0AC. Okay, so this looks fine. Now the placement, it is left. If you see in this website, the demo website, it is left. Okay, now you can change the animation from top to bottom to left to right, whatever you want. So for this we can select left to right, and as you can see, whenever you select this animation, you can see the changes over here. Let me select this one. Okay, so you can select left to right for this one, and for that one, the extreme right, we can select right to left, so that will look cool. Okay, text color should be dark because we want black text color. Text orientation, it's all up to you. Here it is center, I guess. Okay, center, so let it be center. Now we have context. In the context we have to type this. Okay, so type this if you want. I'm just copying and pasting this one. Okay, now come to design, because now we have to change the size of everything, the size of the icon and all. So here first option is use icon font size. Make this as yes, and you can put the font size of the icon to 50, because in this I have put this font size as 50. You can obviously decrease and increase the size, and you can see the changes over here. Whichever you like, you can keep it. Fine. If you want 60, you can keep it to 60. Then we have header font, which is set to 14 pixels. So I think this is fine. 14 pixel looks good. Then we have the body font, which is set to the header font was set to 18 pixels and the body font is set to 14 pixels. You can obviously increase or decrease this if you want. You can also set this to 18, but 14 was looking nice, so let it be 14. Okay, now rest everything is fine. Only for one thing, as you can see that after delivery there is a space, so let's put a space. After delivery, just put a space. Okay, so this looks cool now. Click on save changes. Now very important feature which we are using again and again in this website, which is to copy this module, so that you don't have to do so many steps again and again. We just have to change the icon and the text. Rest everything will be same. Okay, so as you can see, we have copied and scrolled this over here. Now let's click on this gear icon to make some changes. Drag it over here so that you can see the changes over here. Now the title this time is Best Service Medal. Okay, so you can change the title for this one. Now this text is also changed. Before that we have to change the icon. So for that it is a star icon. Let's search for a beautiful star icon. This one, yeah, this is the one. Then let's scroll down. Let's change this text also. Let's copy and paste it over here. Obviously you don't have to copy, you just have to put in your own text. I'm copying and pasting because I don't want to type everything again and again. Now because as you see, when we copied, we don't have to change the text size, the font size, the color, and so on, because we have copied those settings over here. So this saves a lot of time. Now click on save changes. Now again copy this module and bring this module over here. Okay, now again we only have to change the text and the icon. So click on this gear icon. At this time it is free delivery and with a cart icon. So let's change the title to free delivery and let's drag it over here so that you can see the changes which are taking place over here. Now let's select a cart icon from here. Here is a cart icon. Select this. Now scroll down, which says rapid free delivery, 60 minutes, short time, whatever it is. Just copy and paste it over here. Click on save changes. So we have successfully made this, but there is still something left, which is the border, which beautifies this more. Because of this border, it is looking more beautiful. So for that, come back to your website again, and when you hover this, you see this blue section over here. This is for the whole section. Now click on this gear icon and go to CSS. Now we have to add some code, but don't worry, you don't have to write any code. I have written this already for you. Again, go to that file. This is all as I said in the last lecture, this is available in the resources file. And when we come here, you'll see something called CSS code for info box section border. So select the first two lines, and it is very simple. If you have even basic knowledge of CSS, you know what it is. It is border bottom solid 1 pixel, and this is the color code, and border top. So basically it will add this border and this border, the top and bottom border. Okay, so just copy these two lines from here and paste it in the CSS section in the main element. And as you can see, as soon as we have pasted it, there is a border which appears over here. Now click on save changes. But there is also border, these two different and small borders. So let's make this also. For this, now select this one, this module, click on this gear icon, again go to that file, and now we have border right. This is the code for that. Select this, copy this code, come back over here, go to CSS, main element, paste it over here. And as you can see, when we paste it, we can see this thing over here. Fine, you can, if you want to change the color for this thing, you can change the code from here. If you want to make it more bold, then you can change the pixel. As you can see, when we put 2 pixels, it has become more bold, and when we put 20 pixels, as you can see, the line has become more bold. So it's all up to you. If you want 1, if you want 2, whatever you want, you can keep this. Fine, click on save changes. Now again we have to put another one over here. So again select this one, select the gear icon, click on CSS, in the main element paste the same code. Okay, click on save changes because it was for right. So for this module we have this right, and for this module we have this right. Now if you see in the demo website, the gap is very low between this thing, but here the gap is too much. So for that, it is very easy. Hover here and you'll see this arrow. So just drag it up till the end. Fine. From bottom also drag it up till the till you reach over here. And rest spacing will do at the end after we create the whole home page, because we need a lot of spacing. See here also there is a lot of error in spacing. We'll do all this together at the end after we create the home page. For now, we have successfully created this beautiful section. Click on save changes. In this lecture, we'll see how to add this beautiful and useful product slider using the WordPress WooCommerce product slider. So for that, come back to your dashboard and hover here the plugins and click on add new. Now basically want to add a new plugin to enable that feature. Now in the search plugin, just type in WooCommerce product slider and select this one, WooCommerce product slider by Pick Plugins. Now click on install now and click on activate. After you do so, you'll see an additional tab over here which says WCPS, which stands for WooCommerce Product Slider. So from there, hover that and click on New WooCommerce Product Slider or New WCPS. Okay, now here we have some options, some different type of things. Now we'll see how to set up everything over here. Basically, it uses a shortcode. I'll show you how to use a shortcode, but let's first see the options over here. It asks you how many products do you want to display on the desktop. So let's come back to the demo website, and as you can see, there are 4 different products which are shown over here. So we'll make this 4 instead of 3. And similarly, you can select for tablet and mobile. And there are many different changes, whether you want autoplay or not. You can, if you want, you can select true. If you don't want, you can select false. And if you want autoplay, then what should be the speed? Okay, so you can select everything from here, the animation and so on. Everything can be selected from here. Now coming to style, there are different types of styles like flat, zoom in and so on. You can select your own style, whichever you want. Okay, there are many settings. You can see all the settings. There are not that many important settings. I would recommend to keep this as same. Okay, again, just leave this thing. Then you have elements. Now, because element basically means what all do you want to show in this product. For example, whether you want to show this add to cart button or not, whether you want to show this thumbnail or not, whether you want to show the title or price. So you can select manually what you want to show and what you don't want to show. For example, when you tick mark this thing, the thumbnail, which is this one, the image won't show. Okay, so we don't want to hide that, obviously. Now let's select this, let's maximize this, and make sure the size of the thumbnail is set to full. Okay, make sure it is set to full. So we have the thumbnail, we want the title, we don't want the excerpt, so just hide this. We don't want the category because as you can see, we don't have the category over here. If you want, you can have it. We don't want the category, we don't want the tag, we do want the price, we do want the rating, we do want the cart button. If there is a sale, yeah, we want that. If it is featured element, we don't want these things. So we can hide this on front end. Okay, fine. You can also make some changes over here, add to cart background color, text color and so on. But first, let's see what changes are taking place. Okay, first click on publish. Now what we'll have to do is we'll have to copy this shortcode and paste it on our website. So let's copy this, come back to the front end, scroll down and again select this plus button to add a new section. Click on regular. Now select one single column. So select the first one. Now we want a very simple module. So select text, this one. And over here, make sure you are in the visual section. So click on this visual and paste the shortcode which you have just copied and click on save changes and refresh the page to see the changes. Now as you can see guys, we have the slide over here. Don't do anything over here because it won't show. If it is not showing in the visual builder, don't worry, it happens sometime. That's not an issue, but it will show on the live page, so don't worry about that. But we have successfully done that. Here as you can see, only 3 products are showing. This is because the visual builder is on. If we see on a live page, we'll see that all the 4 products are showing. Okay, now let's see how this looks in a live page. So for that, what you do is just cancel or exit this visual builder. Now we'll see how it looks on live page. Okay, so let's scroll down. Till now everything looks fine. The slider, the info box section, this section, all this section looks fine, totally good. This section is also looking fine, and as you can see, ultimately the slider option is also looking fine. The dot navigation is also there, the arrow navigation is also there, and it is looking very nice. Okay, so we have successfully completed this one, and if there is a sale product, we get, you see this thing because we have enabled that. So we have successfully created a slider, product slider, which is very important. If you see in Amazon, in Flipkart, you see this thing is very commonly used. A slider, product slider is very commonly used. So this is helpful. And in this lecture, we'll see how to create and set up a logo slider. So let's get started. So to do so, come back to your home page, click on Enable Visual Builder. Now scroll down. And again click on this blue plus button, which will add a new section. Click on regular. Now select this one, the first column. And now again select text. Okay, now because again we have to add another shortcode, so select text. Okay. Now you can type in anything over here, because at present we don't have the text. We just typing something so that later on we can change this text with our shortcode. So just click on Save Changes. We have the text over here. Now again come back to the dashboard. This is the dashboard, and again go to the plugins and click on Add New Plugin. Now we have to add a new plugin which is called Logo Slider. This plugin is by Enigma Web. So let's search that by this one. Make sure the author is Enigma Web. This is the Logo Slider by Enigma Web. Now click on Install now. Now click on Activate. Okay, now at the left sidebar you'll see there's a new button which says Logo Slider. Just click on that. Okay, now we have to upload new images for logos. As you can see, there are different images for logos. Okay, I have given these images also in the image file. You can find under logos. So you can select one by one. So select this one, click on Open, click on Upload. Okay, so one image is uploaded. Now similarly we have to repeat the same process again and again. Okay guys, so we have successfully uploaded all the logos. Now it asks you to select the width and height. So select 1000 into 198. Okay, make sure it is 1000 width and height is 198 pixels. Now you can select how many image do you want per slide, 2, 4, whatever you want. Background color, and you can select this thing, the arrow style. As you can see in the demo website, this is the arrow style. Okay, so you can select any one of them. If you want auto slide, then you can have auto slide. If you want to set the duration for that, you can set in seconds, for example 2 seconds. Okay, and you can write some custom codes over here if you wish. Now click on Save Settings, and you can also add links. If you want to add a link to this particular thing, you can put that link over here. Fine. Now come back to the main website, the home page, and as you can see we had this text over here. Now click on this gear icon to change this text. Hover here first, you'll get this gear icon, click on that. Okay, now we want to change this text, and this time you will have to type something. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting. It is under this brackets which says logo dash slider, and select this thing and make this as center aligned. Okay, now click on Save Changes. Now make sure to save all the changes which you have done. Click on this button and then click on the save button. Now refresh this to see the changes that have taken place. Okay, as you can see guys, now we have the slider, the logo slider. So this is how you create a logo slider. It is really beautiful, as you can see, and very helpful. You might have seen this in many different websites. It really looks cool. It really increases the beauty. But I can see some changes over here in the demo website. There is a nice amount of gap between the logos, whereas in this the gap is not that much. So let's do that. For that also I have given a code, as you can see in that file, logo slider CSS. You just have to copy that code, come back to this website, open this button, click on this button, then click on over here this gear icon button, go to CSS, and below this code just put enter and paste another code. And as you can see, as soon as we put and paste this code, the gap increases, and now this looks awesome. This really looks awesome. Now make sure to save all the changes so that we don't miss any of these changes. Fine. Now all the changes are saved. In this lecture we'll see how to create this beautiful newsletter section. So let's get started. For that, again, come back to your website, your home page, scroll down, make sure you have enabled the visual builder. Scroll down, click on this plus button, click on regular. Now select one single column. And now search for email and select this email opt-in. Okay, fine. Now the first option is to select a service provider. Select MailChimp from this. I'll show you how to set up everything from scratch on MailChimp. So don't worry, you won't see any option over here because we haven't set up any MailChimp account. I'll show you how to do that. Now we have a title. Let's come back to the demo website. So as you can see, this is the title which says keep in touch. So that is the title. So just type in keep in touch. Fine. Then we have some text over here. Let me just copy this text and come back over here, come down and paste this text over here. Okay, and put some space before the text. Okay, in the visual section, put some space before the text, between the title and this text. Okay, fine, this looks awesome. Now we have to change the color. As you can see, the color over here is totally different. So for that, come back over here and under background color, we will set our default color, which is 3FB0AC. Okay, this looks fine. Now click on save changes for now. And here this much is not colored. In the demo website the whole section is colored. So for that, here, okay, you'll see this blue section and you'll see a gear icon. Click on that. Here you'll see background image, background color. So click on background color and again put the same code 3FB0AC. Okay, as you can see, now the whole section is colored. Now click on save changes. Now open a new tab and type in mailchimp.com and click on sign up free. I already have an account with MailChimp, but just to show you guys how to do that, I am creating a new account. Just enter your email address. Okay, select any username you want, any password of your choice. Okay, a password must contain, okay, this is annoying actually. A lowercase character, uppercase character, special character. Okay, so let's see. Okay,